The Queensland Premier has slammed reports that pregnant prisoners have had to sleep on the floor in Brisbane's Women Detention Centre. The response contrasts with the Police Minister, who's described prisoners as well accommodated. Here's State Political reporter George Roberts.
When it comes to morning radio classics, the Premier's pick is the Nutcracker.
As a former ballet dancer in my youth, it actually brings back really lovely memories.
But the innocence of ballet days are over.
No, I was no Sugar Plum Fairy.
Serious questions from the public can't be danced around.
Premier, why aren't you putting more beds in women's prisons?
I think that is an appalling state of affairs. If you are asking pregnant women not to be able to sleep on a bed.
Her response seemingly contradicts the Police Minister.
Prisoners are well accommodated, well fed. I'm comfortable with the level of service provided to Queensland prisoners, whether they're pregnant or not.
It was quite interesting today to see the Premier slap down another minister, this time the Corrective Services Minister. This is obviously a government that's divided.
But Bill Byrne doesn't see a problem.
The Premier's comments are completely consistent with my views.
Not quite. Upon reflection, though, it seems that some things have been left unsaid, so to speak.
I suppose what wasn't clearly stated at the time was that pregnant women in prisons have a choice about whether they want individual accommodation or whether they want to share, and what that sharing arrangement is.
In other words, some prisoners like sharing, but...
Frankly, if we need to build another wing out there because there is overcapacity, we will do that.
There's another issue looming for government-run services. More than 20,000 Queensland hospital staff are threatening protest action and possible strikes.
Industrial action from these members would see hospitals grind to a halt.
If approved, there could be strikes planned for November.
This is an unfortunate situation that could have been avoided if the department had undertaken meaningful negotiations that had addressed our concerns.
Doctors and nurses aren't involved. George Roberts, ABC News, Brisbane.